Hey, preschool friends. I hope you guys had a really good Easter. I know we did here at our house. And sorry, our video is a little late today. We played some games that Kinsley and Jessa got for Easter, and we tried one of the science experiments. We tried the floating dry erase marker, and that was really, really cool. We had a lot of fun with that. And then we also called some of our family members that we weren't able to see on Easter. So we've kind of just had a busy morning. So I'll start off with our question of the day. And our question of the day was, what was one of the funnest things you did over Easter? If it wasn't on Easter, your favorite thing that you did, maybe it was the day before because it was super nice. But what was the funnest thing you did over the Easter weekend? So my funnest thing, I would have to say, was we drove around and found Easter eggs that were in people's windows. We did that in Tecumseh and Johnson, and we found like 800 eggs. It was really, really cool. So that was definitely my favorite thing that I did over the Easter weekend. So I'm going to read you a story today because it's Monday. And if we were at school, we would have libraries. So the title of our story today is Sam Helps Recycle. And the author is Judith Stamper. So she wrote the words. And there's not an illustrator listed, but I think it's because the pictures are actual real pictures. So nobody drew them. Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm helping Maya and her mom recycle our trash. I hear Maya calling me now. Gotta go. Some of our trash goes into garbage cans. The rest goes into recycling bins. Maya has a big stack of newspapers ready. Wait a minute, I have to get that newspaper I hid behind the bushes. I'll add it to the stack. Cans and glass bottles are next. We put them into a separate bin. Hey, are they throwing away my dog food? No, it's okay. These cans are already empty. Plastic goes into the last bin. I run to get a bottle I left in the yard. I don't want to litter. When I come back, I get a surprise. My food bowl is in the recycling bin. Why are they throwing my food bowl away? Sniff. Before I can save my bowl, Maya calls me to get into the car. She says we're going to the recycling center. We're also bringing old batteries and unused paint. It's not safe to keep them around. So right here is the puppy Sam's dog food bowl. I wonder why they put it in the recycling bin. Maybe because it's all chewed up, you think? In some towns, sanitation workers pick up the trash on one day and recycling bins on another day. Hey, we know what sanitation workers are, don't we, preschool friends? Where we live, we do our recycling ourselves. Maya's mom starts the car. Here we go. Maya's mom says that each person in the United States produces more than 4 pounds of garbage a day. That's enough to make more than 60,000 truckloads of trash. I wonder, where does all that trash go? Do you remember where the trash goes, friends, after the trash man picks it up? I soon find out. We drive by a huge landfill. My nose can smell it a mile away. Maya's mom tells us that a landfill is a deep hole dug into the ground. It has a lining of clay and plastic at the bottom. The lining keeps the rotting garbage from leaking into the groundwater. There are big bulldozers pushing huge piles of garbage that have been dumped at the landfill. The trucks pack it down with their wide tires. I've heard Maya say that there's just too much trash to put into the landfills. That's why we have to recycle paper, plastic, cans, and bottles. All these things can be reused and turned into new things. I'm glad that we're at the recycling center, but I'm still worried about my food bowl. I watch while some people put their newspapers into a big container. Then Maya and her mom dump in their newspapers. My paper goes in too. A sanitation worker comes over to pet me. He tells Maya that recycling paper saves lots of trees and lots of energy too. He explains that our recycled paper gets packed into big bales that go into a paper recycling factory. At the factory, the old paper is turned into pulp. Then it goes through a machine that turns out miles of new paper every day. So there are the there's the paper bales. They get them all rolled up into a bale. Then they take it to a paper recycling factory and they make pulp. So that's like a watery mixture out of these paper bales. And then they let it dry and they press it out. And do you see that huge roll of paper? Wow. Next, Maya's mom adds our bottles and cans to a big pile. A front end loader scoops them up and dumps them into the back of a truck. It makes a horrible racket. I wish I could cover my ears. Yelp! The workers say that the bottles and cans will go into a sorting facility that separates the glass and the metal. Then they go to separate factories to be recycled. At one factory, the glass bottles are crushed and melted into a liquid. The liquid is glass poured into molds to make new bottles and other products. The cans are taken to a different place. Before they leave the sorting center, though, they are crushed together into bales. Then they are taken to a factory that recycles metal. Recycled cans are made into new cans that can be recycled all over again. Maya's mom unloads the plastic last. I see my food bowl sitting on top of the pile. The worker tells us that plastic bottles take up lots of space. In some landfills, they may never decompose or waste away. That's why it's really important to recycle plastic. He says that the plastic is sent from the recycling center to a factory. First, the plastic is cleaned, then it is chopped up into little pieces. Finally, it's melted down and made into new plastic products. On our way home, I worry about my bowl, but I still feel good about recycling. When I go into the house, I get a great surprise. Maya shows me my new red bowl. She points out the recycling symbol on the side as she fills it with food. While I'm eating, Maya and her mom talk about other recycled products. Maya's notebook comes from recycled paper. Some clothes are made from recycled plastic. Even some playground surfaces are made from old tennis shoes and rubber tires. Like our rubber chips, preschool friends, on our playground is made from old tires. Oh no. After I finished my food, I head straight to my doggy bed for a nap. Recycling is a lot of work, but it's worth it.